not only did the Minnesota Vikings get their first win this past Sunday.
You didn't tell me that.
Honestly, I was going to just
exciting.
do the show.
Gotta hold out hope. Hope.
But on top of that, not only did Jade beat me last week, she went 13-2.
Tom did not mention any of this until just right now.
And this is why. Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom Grossi.
I'm Jade Grossi.
Yep.
I am speechlessly in awe and shock right now.
Speechlessly.
Yes. I used it as adjective and adverb.
While my co-host here has a stroke, welcome to another edition of predictions in the NFL. We're heading into week 5. And hopefully no games are canceled because of COVID. And yes, Jade went 13-2 last week with 40-22-1 on the season, while I went 11-4, respectable, 46-16-1.
So wait, let me get this straight. We are 6 games apart?
Yes.
So I just need to be right and you be wrong 6 more times.
Yes.
I'm doing great. What week are we? Week 5.
Like Frosted Flakes.
This is great.
And this is my nightmare. And so, if you're brand new to the channel, I'm so sorry. This is the first thing you're seeing. By the way, over 100,000 people turned into our predictions last week.
That's impressive.
Yep. You know why, right?
Because they were all rooting for me.
Nope. It's because we brought back Sloppy Saturdays.
Nope.
That's what it is.
It's because they appreciated my hopefulness for some of the teams that are underdogs.
Let's just take a look at the statistics. Let's take a look at the numbers, right? We're doing real well.
I can't see any numbers.
You bring back Sloppy Saturdays.
I saw numbers
boom,
all day.
Numbers spike.
No,
they did.
No.
Yeah, causation, correlation, precipitation. That's it. So let's get down to it. First, we got the Thursday night football game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, you lost your first game.
No, what are you doing?
How's it feel? How does it feel to be a fraud? And on top of that, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off a great game and a great win against Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
Is it Herbert or Herbert?
Herbert.
So you say the H.
Herbert. So Tampa Bay has been rocking and rolling ever since their week 1 loss, and they are just piling it up. And so they're going up against a Bears defense, which is arguably pretty good. It's just the offense, which is not so good. So I think that the Buccaneers have enough weapons. Tom Brady was rolling last week. While I think the Bears might make them uncomfortable, they are playing in Soldier Field, I think the Buccaneers will take this one.
I was going to go with the Buccaneers.
Are you still going to go with the Buccaneers?
Yeah.
Please sniffle in there more. That's what people love.
That might be one of those things.
ASMR?
Yeah.
It's not. Moving on to the Bills versus the Titans, a game that I just hope happens because the Titans had a massive outbreak last week.
Because they're... Nope. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself.
But anyway, so yeah, the Titans had an early bye last week when they were supposed to be playing the Steelers. And the Bills, oh man, the Bills were rocking and rolling.
Yeah!
Taking down the LV Raiders. I almost said A, and then I almost said Oakland, but I wound up saying the right thing. The Vegas Raiders, stopping Josh Jacobs in his tracks. Meanwhile, the Titans, again, off to a little bit of a slow start. Still doing pretty well in the AFC South, but this will be their first real challenge. If this game happens, I think the Bills are going to take it.
The Bills will take it.
Ooh, look at that confidence.
Well, if another team was smart and did what they were supposed to do.
Then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans just removed a huge tumor from their team, getting rid of their GM and head coach, Bill O'Brien. So I have to imagine they are a million times lighter. Now, will the Texans actually be able to field a competent team? That's a completely different story. Meanwhile, the Jaguars coming off another loss, but Gardner Minshew is still a beautiful. This is gonna be an interesting game, an AFC South divisional battle.
Bagel or battle?
Battle.
Sounded like you said bagel.
Battle.
Like how some people say bagel.
Nope.
But
I'm actually gonna say the Texans get their first win here.
Bagel. I love bagels. Everything bagels are the best. And I feel like you can eat a bagel whenever you want. Whenever you smell bagels, just makes you want a bagel. Jaguars.
Then you got the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow coming off his first win. He did it. He did it. Taking on the Ravens, who are going to decimate him. The Ravens had their bounce back game, beating the Washington football team after getting a shellacking against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. The Ravens, I feel like, will take out their frustration and pain once again on poor Joe Burrow. And since he doesn't have an offensive line, may God have mercy on his soul. Ravens. Continuing on, you have the Carolina Panthers, who beat the Cardinals. Did not see that coming.
Did I?
You might have. I don't know. Taking on the Atlanta Falcons, who are 0-4. That's right, folks. The Panthers have a better record than the Falcons right now, and it's kind of funny. The Falcons got Julio Jones back for a hot second, and then he went bye-bye. And the offense really couldn't get anything done, and their secondary is decimated. Panthers, they actually look pretty good. It was the return of Teddy Bridgewater. Can they get it done again? I want to pick the Falcons here, but I'm going to go with the upset and say the Panthers, even if I don't even know if it's an upset at this point.
Panthers.
Ooh, meow. Next on the docket is the Raiders versus the Chiefs. The Raiders coming off a loss to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, while the Chiefs, it was a close game. It was a close game for a little bit against the New England Patriots. Obviously, they didn't have Cam Newton, but they were able to make Brian Hoyer's and Stidham's life pretty miserable. The Chiefs' defense is looking real damn good. The offense is still a rockin'. I think they'll do the same against the Raiders because the Chiefs are the best team in football right now.
Stidham's.
Oh, Stidham's. You put the boom boom into my heart. Woo-hoo, get my soul high when your love is high. I stood them up into my brain. It goes a bang, bang, bang. No.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like you should have changed some of the lyrics to like football stuff.
Next time.
I'll go with the Chiefs. Flying into the next game. Birds and planes.
Superman?
How does that phrase go? What is it?
It's a bird, it's a plane.
Oh, yeah. I did it. I said that.
Do you smell bagels or toast?
Why?
Because toast is a sign of a stroke. So I was just, okay.
I don't smell bagels either. I wish I did.
You got the Arizona Cardinals coming fresh off of a loss to the Carolina Panthers, taking on the New Jersey Jets, who are honestly the worst team in football. They're the laughingstock of the league. They lost to a third-string quarterback on Thursday Night Football. It's just, there's no bottom. Until they get rid of Adam Gase and exercise him, there is no hope for their soul. Cardinals. Moving on, you had the Philadelphia Eagles coming off a fresh win off the San Francisco 49ers, who are literally just all dead right now. Taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who had an early bye week because of the COVIDs, because of the Tennessee Titans. This should be a pretty good game.
If only somebody did what they were supposed to do, it wouldn't be spreading.
Said no one ever. The Steelers are going to decimate this team and make it look ugly. The Steelers are going to win.
Why are they going to decimate them?
Because the Eagles have no offensive line. The Steelers have one of the best defenses in the league. The Eagles really have no defense to speak of. The Steelers have been rolling.
Fine.
After the appetizer, which was the last game, we get on to our entrees, which are the Rams versus the Washington football team. Yeah, I don't think I'm really going to be picking the Washington football team a whole lot. The Rams had some trouble with the Giants last week, though. They still won, but wasn't that convincing.
Ow! My nail just got stuck on the cushion. Ow! Ow, that hurt. Like, bent my nail backwards.
And if Jade was on the Eagles, she would be on IR right now, too. Yep, Rams.
Rams.
Diving into the next game, we have the Miami Dolphins, right? Transitions. Taking on the San Francisco 49ers, suffering a loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, who we just talked about a hot second ago. The 49ers are still a good football team. They've been decimated by injuries. It's not really fair. Now, the question becomes, is Jimmy G going to be back? Is Mostert going to be back? Is Ketchup going to be back? Nobody knows.
Wait, there's a person named Ketchup?
No. Oh. Now, the 49ers, with all that being said,
Ketchup and mustard,
I think still can take down the Dolphins, but the Dolphins might take this one if the 49ers are still,
Which decimated. Is what I'm going to bank on, Dolphins.
All right, Ryan Fitzmagic for the win. Fee-fi-fo and fumming into our next game. You got the New Jersey Giants.
Like stomping into the next one?
Well, that's what's probably going to happen here. Okay. You have the Giants versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys, good God, you suck so bad. You got blown out by the Browns.
What happened? Weren't they a good team?
Yeah, in the 90s.
No, but I feel like even last year, weren't
Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. BoJack Horseman, it's a great show. Anyway, if you need to get right, like the Cowboys need to, you take on the New Jersey Giants. I say the Cowboys get it right this time. They'll only, give up 30 points to the Giants.
The Giants aren't doing well either.
They suck.
Well, I know that.
They're in the bog of eternal stench.
Fine, I'll go with the Cowboys. I want to, though.
No one ever does. Galloping into our next game, you have the Denver Broncos, right? Just crushing.
No, but you're supposed to do stomping. But I'll give you galloping. That's a good one. I like that.
Trying to be perfect, it just wasn't worth it. I say all the words that I know, just to see if it would show that I'm trying to let you know that I'm better off on my own. Meanwhile, the Broncos don't know where they are right now. They did get a win on Thursday Night Football and probably dooming Adam Gase, but then again, he dooms us all. Taking on the New England Patriots. The Patriots suffering a loss from the Chiefs. But I imagine Cam Newton's not going to be back for a couple of weeks, so that means that either Stidham or Hoyer is going to get the start, and I think either of those will still be good enough to beat the Broncos because the Patriots have a pretty good defense. So I'm going to go with the Pats.
How have the Broncos been doing?
Not good. They got their first win.
Patriots.
That's the sound of the ball deflating. Rodeoing into our next game, you got the Indianapolis Colts. They were another horse thing. Taking on the Browns. The Browns coming off a decisive victory against the Cowboys. It's still funny. But you have Nick Chubb, who's going to be out for a couple of weeks. It's going to be Kareem Hunt season now, baby. And then you got the Indianapolis Colts dethroning the Chicago Bears and giving them their first loss. I still don't believe in the Colts. I don't believe in the Browns. I really don't believe in either of these teams, to be completely honest. But I don't want to pick them, but I'm going to go with the Colts.
Great, because I was going to go with the Browns.
Perfect. Then the Sunday night game.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo!
Both teams, I want to be sucked into a black hole, never to be seen again.
But you know what's ironic
and then they're trapped behind a bookcase talking to their daughter.
And you're wearing like
and they're saying, don't let me leave, Murph!
Green.
Don't let me leave!
So clearly, I'm going to go with the Vikings. And you're probably going to go with the Seahawks. So, can I borrow the pen? We'll just skip right on over this. And done. Okay, so then the
Vikings getting their first win of the season. It's about time. Yeah, you're gonna lose this game though.
No.
And the Seahawks can. The Seahawks are undefeated right now. Russell Wilson is
Until now.
cooking.
The Vikings are coming in.
And they're about to get sunk to the bottom of the Seattle.
Right, you got to do this.
I hope they lose by triple digits because of that now. Seahawks, you already picked your purple incarnations of Satan. Finally, the Monday night game, you got the LA Chargers taking on the New Orleans Saints. This actually might be a pretty good game, considering how Herbert has been playing.
Herbert.
Still drunk, but Justin's been doing pretty good. I feel so bad for the Chargers because I feel like if they had Derwin James, they would be a much better team, but of course he's out for the year. The Saints, you know, they're the Saints right now. Don't look overly impressive. The Saints need this more than the Chargers do. The Chargers, like anytime they get really close, is a victory for them. I'm going to say the Saints rally back. They'll take this one.
Well, hold on. We have 1.
Oh, God, she's counting.
2. Yeah, I'll go different. Chargers.
Was that 5?
That's going to close in my gap.
BDSM Mondays. Damn it! But let us know what you think down in the comments below. Gotta go close Jade's gap. As she said it. You said it, not me. You said it. That no one even knows what that means.
You're like awful politicians where they take things like out of context and it's never the full picture.
It's an election year, so it's like a full moon being out. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy, all social media, see down below. Check out podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the patrons over at patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy and the YouTube members. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi.
I'm Jade Grossi.
And as always, I forgot they're on a bye this week. That's why we didn't talk about them.
You forgot about them.
No, I realized that we haven't talked about the Packers once.
Yeah, because you forgot about them.
No, I would never forget about them.
That's why you were just like, because you forgot. Your reaction was genuine because you forgot. It's okay. Everybody will forgive you. Right, everybody? We forgive you, Tom, for forgetting about the Packers. Yeah, I heard it. You're fine.
Why you gotta be such a bully?
I was just being supportive.
No, you weren't.
I said it's okay that you forgot.
Yeah, but you're saying in a mocking tone because you know that they're gonna come burn my house down, and I didn't really forget. I just said that I wanted to mention them before it was over.
Okay, I hope they don't burn the house down because I'll be here and so will all the animals, and we didn't do anything wrong.
No, you did.
So...
Burn the witch. Throw her in the river. With rocks. And as always... Go Pack, go!